All right, guys, what's going on? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Life's a Pitch. Life's a Pitch. I think we're in week 5 or something, maybe 6. And this is our Black-owned business pitch competition. And I'm here with the extraordinary, brilliant Miss Lene Javette. How you doing, Lene?
I am awesome.
All right. Woo. Yeah. So come on in, everybody. We're going to bring in some Black-owned businesses and let them compete. Life's a Pitch is basically our Black-owned business pitch competition. Every week, we have submissions that are sent in from Black-owned businesses around the world, and because we believe in supporting Black-owned businesses, we play the pitch on the air, and then we give feedback to the pitchers, and also we let the audience give feedback so they can get honest assessments of whether or not they're ready for prime time. And then if you like the business, you can support the business. So hopefully the pitchers will make money eventually. So y'all get the picture. Everybody who gets the picture, say yes in the chat. Let me know if you get the picture. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, share and subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. And also I want to hand it over to Lene. And Lene, can you? I know I didn't cover everything, but for people that want to know how to submit or just how the process works and all this other stuff, what information do you have on that?
Yes. So thank you so much for asking, because I like to tell this part because I get a lot of inboxes, emails, not quite text messages because y'all don't got my number, but y'all do be finding me. So I wanted to talk about the proper way to go about submitting your application to be on Life's a Pitch. Okay. So first of all, we do this at the top of the week, 8:00 p.m. Eastern under normal circumstance. That's where you can find us. And you can go to, what's the link, Dr. Boyce?
www.allblackeconomics.com. If you go to allblackeconomics.com, you can pick up a free copy of my book if you want to, but also you can be on the email list. And that email list, those who have subscribed to that list are the people that get invited to do the pitches. We reach out to family first. So join our family, get on the email list by going to allblackeconomics.com. Then you're in the inner circle. We can send you the solicitation when we're ready to get more pitches, and you guys can check it out. So let's see. All black talk, all this black talk sounds racist. Oh gosh, that's so funny.
Oh no. So the proper way to do it, like Dr. Boy said, is go to allblackeconomics.com. You're going to get on the list. When you get on the list, you're going to get an email. That email is going to have a link that will guide you to what is needed in order to submit. Okay. So when you click on that link, it's going to take you to a Life's a Pitch submission form. On that form, we're going to ask you what's your name is, what type of business do you have? What does your business do? But most importantly, we're going to ask you for a link to a video where you are doing your pitch. If you do not provide that link to a video where you are doing your pitch, we can't help you. We can't see your pitch. There's nothing we can do. So please, don't email me the link. Don't email Dr. Boyce your video. Like, you have to go about submitting it through the form. Even if you submit the wrong video, go back and resubmit the form, please. And the reason why we do it that way is so that we can have all of your information. If we need to reach out to you, if we need to email you, if we want to follow up with you, then we have all your information in the submission form. So please if you do it that way, it makes things easy. If you have previously submitted and you have not seen us do your show or do your pitch, it could be because you didn't submit it properly. So if you did submit and we have not actually had the opportunity to show your pitch online, just resubmit and just go through and do it correctly. We want you to be seen. We want you to have a wealth mob. We want people to hear about your business and learn about your business, but we absolutely need you to submit the form correctly, please.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, for those who want to know why we do the pitch competition, it's because, when I travel all over the world, literally probably over 100 cities in the last 2 or 3 years, I get pitched a lot. A lot of people tell me about their business, and I'm really thrilled about it because it shows that the energy behind the creation of Black-owned business has really peaked up. I mean, Black-owned businesses are very popular. Black people are becoming the world leaders in entrepreneurship. We really are. And what happens is I'll hear pitches that are not quite ready for prime time, right? They could use a little bit of work. It takes a little bit long to get to the point, or maybe the business idea is not clear. So I said, we should have a platform where people can, number one, get free advertising for your business. I mean, being on this platform, seen by thousands of people, it will increase your business. But then number two, it gives the community a chance to know what businesses are out there. That's the second thing. And then number three, it gives you a chance to tighten up your game. And also we go to the crowd to allow the crowd to help you tighten up your game, right? So if you support Black-owned business, if you believe that Black-owned business is important, then type yes in the chat. Give us a verbal yes to let us know that you understand why we're doing this and why Black-owned business is really important. Because if you don't have Black-owned business, you can never have Black-owned wealth. You're not going to have Black wealth without Black businesses, because Black businesses create Black jobs and create economic opportunities for our people. We have to have that. We cannot build wealth as a community if all of us are looking for jobs. That's just not going to work. All right, guys. So Rondale, I see Rondale, Stephen, Shaughnessy, Dedra, is that right? Todd, Cleveland Blaze, LLC. How you doing? And feel free to type the name of your business in the chat. Don't be obnoxious. Like, don't be, be in here acting crazy, spamming people. But if you want to type the name of your business, type the name of your business. Let people know what you're doing. This is really important. We got to support each other. We got to build up our community in this area. This is really important. We must literally be cheerleaders for Black economic development. Because I don't know if you know this, Lene, but somebody mentioned this the other day. Somebody who was part of the group with Lamar Tyler. He said that there's Freddie Ra mentioned. I think he said that there are 2.5 million Black-owned businesses in America, and 2.4 million of those businesses have just one employee, just one. And that's the owner, the founder, the creator of the company. And now I have to go fact check that. Not that I don't believe Freddie, but I didn't verify it myself. But if that's true, that's devastating. And I think a lot of us know a lot of Black-owned businesses that have just one employee, just one person working like a field slave to keep the business going. And I think that we have to understand there's a step beyond that, right? So part of the evolution is to figure out how do we get to the point where we're using not just labor, but systems and delegation and teamwork and relationships to actually expand, as opposed to simply having one person who works themselves into the ground and then their business dies, when they get old, because their kids don't want to take it over. I don't know if you've seen that a lot, where a lot of businesses die because you want to give it to your kids and your kids are like, I don't want to do that. I want to go to college and get a job, or I think I'm too good to do what you do, or you never taught me anything, or I hate this stuff. Like that's a real problem. What do you think?
It is. And I was looking for the statistic, because the number you gave is right. And I'm trying to find it, but I can't. So the number that you gave is right. There's a couple of statistics, and I have it, but it's so small I can't even read it. But I talk about it all the time. It's something to the effect of, and I only have it for Black women, I'm sorry, brothers, but it's something to the effect that minority-owned women businesses brought in $361 billion. Of that $361 billion, only 51 of that was from African-American women-owned businesses. And then it went on to say that we started businesses faster than everybody else at 605%. But when you looked at the employment, how we employ people, we had the least employment. So we're starting businesses faster than everybody else, but we're not employing people at the same rate, and we're not making as much money as other businesses. So I think that we shouldn't get caught up in the numbers, because I don't care if we're starting businesses faster than everybody else. Are they as successful as everybody else's business? Are we able to employ the same amount of people as everybody else? Are we bringing in the same amount of money? I think sometimes we get caught up in the fact that we're just happy to be sitting at the table, happy to be bringing in all these new entrepreneurs and businesses, but they're not performing at the same level as other communities. And that's where I think it's important. We should be able to employ our own families. We should be able to employ our own community. We should be able to bring in the same amount of money. And I think having these types of conversations, like what we do right here with Life's a Pitch, helping our businesses to be better positioned strategically, and how verbally and how we communicate them, target market, SEO, who we're talking to. I think those things will help our businesses to be in a place to be more economically empowered, where we can employ from within and help our community overall.
Yeah, and I think one of those key factors is access to capital. This is Black-owned businesses need capital. If Black-owned businesses had the capital that they needed, then a lot of these businesses could expand. That's why I was a little bit weird. In the election, I wasn't really into some of the other stuff. I'm not into the social issues as much. Not that they don't matter, but I've just figured out over time that a lot of these issues are linked to poverty and not having enough resources. And I said, if we could solve that one problem and put resources in the hands of Black business owners and job creators, and then also, create incentives and possibilities where someone can get, the $10 million they need to really expand and hire a lot of Black folks, then a lot of problems will go away. I've been able to, for example, as a Black business owner, change people's lives by offering them a job, or offering them a partnership or boosting up their business. You got a little business is struggling a little bit. We come along and say, okay, well, we can help you get in front of people. Just this show, for example, helps a lot of businesses. There are business owners that have been on this platform who have, hit me up later and said, oh my God, I made so much money, or I never had this many customers, right? So that's what happens. You build an economy, and you have to have those resources floating around. So give me a yes or no. I mean, if you knew right now, everybody in here, if you knew a lot of you are business owners, some of you are not. If you knew right now, you could go to the bank and borrow $500,000 or borrow $1 million to expand your business. Would you expand your business? Would you go hire some people in your community? Would you be able to change some lives? Would you be able to offer people full-time jobs instead of part-time contracts? Right. And I think that's one of the things we as Black people have to really focus on, is that, we want to control the resources. Right. I don't think we're going to win just by getting jobs. I think that we have to go deeper than that and say, let's get the ability to create jobs. And that gives us the ability to control our own fate. I'll let you get the last word before we go to the first pitch. Any other thoughts on that?
I just agree with you. I love talking economic empowerment. I know there's Black wealth, and I know there's economic empowerment is such a sexy word to me. You know what I'm saying? And so, and to me, I truly believe that the only way we're going to see and reach economic empowerment is through entrepreneurship. And I say that to say, I don't care if you work a regular job. I'm cool with that. Everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur, but you should have a side hustle. You should have something that belongs to you. Even if you decide, I want to be a doctor, that's cool. Go to school, become a doctor. We need more Black doctors. You can even work in the hospital, but then have a clinic. Whatever you do, have something that does belong to you. Something that you can pass on to your children so that they're not starting over, or something that you can have where you can hire somebody else to run it for you. We literally have the power and the ability to create the environment and the lifestyle that we want for our community within our community.
Yes, we do. And before we move to the first pitch, everybody, I would like to ask you to do something wherever you're watching. We need your help on distribution of Black-owned media. So if you're watching on YouTube or anywhere else, please take 1 second right now, hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe to whatever channel you're watching from. We have more than one channel. Also, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when we go live. Or if you're on Facebook, hit the follow button. Just things like that, so that we can actually distribute. We keep it positive, we keep it strong, we keep it Black, and that's the kind of media our people need. So we could really use your help. If you could share this to one friend, follow us, etc. Really get involved. That really helps us to achieve the mission of supporting Black-owned businesses. So please do that. And financialjuneteenth.tv.com. That's where we air the episodes of Life's a Pitch. We also have Black Wealth Confessions, where I actually respond to your wealth confessions, where you tell me about the mistakes you've made. I help you figure out how to overcome that and move forward. We have a lot of great stuff on Financial Juneteenth TV, and so feel free to go check that out. And also, if you want to get text alerts, you can text the word BOYCE to 31996. That's right there on the ticker. Text BOYCE to 31996. All right, so Miss Lene, are you ready for the first pitch?
I am. I'm excited.
All right. Everybody else, are you ready for the first pitch? Give me a yes in the chat if you are ready to hear the first pitcher. Give me a yes. And as I pull my screen up, I hope I don't mess. Lene laughs at me because I totally messed up the technology. But if you're ready, say yes in the chat. All right. So we're about to see the first Black-owned pitch. This pitch, it looks like this brother's name is David Benjamin. And just so you know, in the description of the video is links to all the businesses that we're going to pitch today. So David Benjamin is number one. And we're going to share the screen right now and pull my brother up and let him do his pitch and see what my brother has to say. And maybe he will rock our world. So here we go. Let's pull this up. All right. I'm going to turn this up. And I'm also going to hit play.
Where do Black people own a major piece of digital info? we've never really had the opportunity to own much online until now. My name is David Benjamin, CEO of the Black Browser. The problem we're addressing is that the internet is not a safe place for Black ideas. They put us in filter bubbles, search bubbles, and have us browsing information silos. Is it any confusion about why we're confused? The Black Browser blows all that out of the water by connecting information. We connect information about who people are, so you know that anyone you encounter in the Black Browser is a real person in good standing with the system. We connect information about where people are going so that you can opt in to being visible on websites and meet people of common interest. We give you the capacity to connect information about history, current events, and first-hand accounts so that we as Black people can better know ourselves and chart a path to a better future. The Black Browser will connect 150 million African diasporans and 1.2 billion Africans into a thriving global marketplace. Join us. For more information, check out browser.black.
All right. Lene, were you able to see that?
Yes, I was able to see it.
Okay. And you're able to see and hear. All right. So give me your feedback.
I don't know. I don't know if there was a problem with his recording because it sounded kind of robotic. So I want to be cognitive of how I give this pitch feedback. Okay. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say something was wrong with his recording. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because I have to believe his voice doesn't sound like a robot. So let's just say that there was something wrong with his technology. I'm going to give him that one. I didn't care for the background at all. But again, if you were doing a pitch, you would be giving it where you are. Nobody's going to see the background. But for the sake of doing what we do, I didn't like the background. I took away from what he was talking about. I didn't like the dress. The clothing to me didn't do anything for me. And then I really don't. I get what he does just because I understand the concept of what a Black browser would be or do, but I just don't think he did a good job of explaining it to us. What is it for? Why? He gave a lot of historical context and things of that nature. But if you're pitching your business on who it's for right here, right now, today, and why, I don't think that message was communicated well. I got the 150 million and the 2.5 million. Where do you get those numbers from? Are you saying that every Black person is going to be on this platform? I just think that so all that to say, it was all over the place. It could have been a little bit more strategic. And what I mean by that is, what is it called? The Black browser. Why do we need a Black browser? Who is it for? What are you going to find on it? And why it's important that you get on it right now? Call to action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wasn't really moved by the pitch. I appreciate what the brother was trying to do. I think two things that kind of got me were one, I think that the presentation could have definitely been stronger. Maybe check your audio, before you send that in, because if you pitch something, people are not going to be interested just because you pitched it, right? A pitch has to have it has to reach a certain goal. Like the goal is to persuade, and so if you just say, well, let me just tell you what I'm doing, and I assume you're going to think it's great because I told you, that's not always going to work so well. I think that maybe when I heard the audio, I was kind of like, I wonder what's really going on with the audio, because I'm distracted. I'm thinking about the audio and I can't really think about the actual pitch. Number two, I'm real skeptical of businesses that don't exist yet. It's just like somebody having sex and saying, yeah, I just had a baby and I'm a parent, and it's the same as raising a baby to the age of 18. Having sex does not make you a parent. In fact, 99.9% of the time you have sex, there is no baby that's ever going to be born, and you can't claim that you raised a baby to the age of 18. So when I hear a business that says, hey, this is what we're going to do, it's going to be amazing, it's going to change the world. Well, there's a big gap between the formulation of an idea and the clear execution of the idea. In fact, if I had a choice, if I could get bet on two things, either a great idea that's not executed or a mediocre idea that's fully executed and done at a high level, I'll take the mediocre idea any day of the week. So do you guys get this? Give me a yes or no in the chat if you understand this. An idea is not a business. An idea is not, like you ever heard somebody say something like, oh, those people at Facebook made a bunch of money. I came up with the idea of Facebook a long time ago, right? Almost, and they will say it almost as if they deserve the same credit as the people who actually created Facebook and executed Facebook and got it to become a $300 billion company. Those are two different things, and the execution piece is really important. Real business owners who actually know how to make real money are really, really big on execution. The difference between what's real and what's locked up in your imagination. So what you got to do, use your imagination, be creative, come up with great ideas, challenge yourself, but then measure yourself based on what is actually done, what you've actually, because I can just tell you, I'll just be, completely transparent. First thing I'm gonna ask you, anytime you bring something to me, is I'm gonna say, well, how much of this is real? Can I go touch it? Can you show me where money's been made on this? So make sure you know the difference between the two. Lene, more thoughts?
Yeah, also just do some research. Here's the thing. There are 3 different Black browsers. A lot of people don't even know about them. So one of the things I tell people all the time, especially as Black entrepreneurs, is we got to stop recreating the wheel. There's 75,000 bazillion million Black business directories. I wish one person would decide to get with those 75,000 bazillion people and create a directory so that we can all use it. If I'm traveling, I don't know what directory is in Texas and which one is in New York and which one is in DC and which one is in Arizona. Somebody please come together and make one directory that has all of the states. Like, we just keep reinventing the wheel. So I say that to say there's this thing called Black Google. So there's already a Google-esque type browser for Black people. It's called Blackle. Have you ever heard of Blackle, Dr. Boyce? You probably haven't. Why? Because they haven't fully developed their business. They don't do good marketing. They don't talk about it. That's a whole nother subject. Like, don't even get me started talking about business development. We don't develop our business as well, which is one of the reasons why I believe personally we have so many people that start a business, because what will happen is somebody will look at somebody's business and say, oh, they missed this, they missed this, they missed this. Here are the gaps. I'm going to go do my own, instead of saying, hey, I noticed there's a couple of gaps in your business. Can I get with you? Can I help you? Can we partner? Can we collaborate? How can I help you? Because if we did that, we'd have stronger businesses. So for this particular person, we do need a Black browser. We do need to be able to find Black businesses quicker, sooner, faster. But maybe partnering with somebody who already has that, especially a Black Google, whoever has the market on Black Google, work with them and try to figure out, how can we partner? How can we do this together? How can we move forward? Like, I don't know what the proverb is, but it's if you want to go far.
Yeah, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Yeah, we really need to start doing more together.
Yeah, you know what? I do think that we need to do more together. That's for sure. I also think, though, that even if you find someone that's doing something similar to what you're doing, that may lend itself to working together, right? Or it may just be something that you don't actually have to necessarily react to, right? Like, you can't, like, if I form a Black business directory, if you think about it, for example, the white community, there are probably thousands of business directories out there, right? There are thousands of, or like, I remember when they had the Foundational Black American Conference and people said, well, there's already a Black conference. Well, there could be dozens of Black conferences, and I think that's okay, right? But I do agree to your point, though. If your business doesn't have what it needs, then that means you probably need a partner that can help you get to that next level. And what I hear when you're referring to that problem is that it seems that there are a lot of ideas that are not completely developed that really can't do what they actually could do. And I think that because there's so much enthusiasm around solving this problem of Black wealth and Black business, there are so many people I hear from on a regular basis who will come to me with the big $1 billion idea that's going to change the whole Black community tomorrow, right? And what I think we probably need are a billion little ideas that are going to change the Black community a little bit, right? Instead of that one big thing, like, I've got this one big project and I don't have any money, but it's going to affect 40 million people. Well, if you don't have any money, then that's going to be a hurdle right there, right? Maybe you should start with more modest or modest goals that are more consistent with your budget. And then that other piece about the marketing, I've seen that happen. I've seen people develop the best ideas, really put in the work and create the best products, and don't think about marketing. Like, I really think marketing has to be, I've seen people where marketing is 70% of their budget. Like, if you're not marketing, if you're not investing in the marketing, then you're not investing in the business. You're going to build something extraordinary and no one will know that it's there. You got to market. right? So
products have good marketing and make money.
there
Like
you go.
you can have a tacky product that halfway done, the words is spelled wrong, it's ebonics, but you market the hell out of it. If and your cousin buy it and your mama buy it and your niece buy it, people be like, oh, everybody buying it, let me get it too. They don't care. If you market properly, you can market a bad product and still make money.
Yeah, that marketing piece is really important. I see a lot of people kind of miss that, and then that development piece. Just making your ideas tighter and executing tighter. I would almost say that maybe a good idea for any aspiring business owner is to have regular business meetings with people that are also doing similar things, so that you can help each other make each other's businesses better on a regular basis. Like that development piece is critical, and I don't see enough of that. So, okay, so you ready for the next pitch? Give me a yes or no if you're ready for the next pitch. All right, everybody, I just want you guys to know you are watching Life's a Pitch. Life's a Pitch is a weekly show that we do on financialjuneteenth.tv.com. We're doing it tonight on Sunday because I'm actually going on a trip and I'm going to be out at sea. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually have Wi-Fi during that time. So I wanted to knock this out with Lene. Lene Javette is the founder and CEO of Upscale Noir. And also you can follow her at IamLeneJavette.com. So follow Lene on all social media at IamLeneJavette.com. Also, if you want to submit pitches and possibly be on the show, we can't get everybody in here, but we get as many people as we can. Just join our email list. Get on the email list. That's where we go to family first. And that's one economic principle that I encourage you to consider, is that you have to go to your inner circle first. So because we're B1, we go to the people that, the people that have our backs. Those are the ones we go to first when we have an opportunity. So you get on the email list. You'll get free stuff from us, a lot of support from the Black Business School, but also we'll let you know when we're giving out the free advertising. You can send in your pitch. That way we can all help each other. Okay. So that's how you create an economy. That's how you create an ecosystem. What you don't want is a system where you're giving a lot of support to someone and they're giving nothing back. That's like a bad relationship. It's like bad sex, right? That's not how you do it, right? You're supposed to actually have reciprocity, and that's what makes everybody keep coming back. Well, business is exactly the same way. Business is just a type of economic love that you share with people that you care about. So let's love each other economically, have each other's back. We're going to have your back too. All right. So
I'm going to say this really fast because Dr. Boyce loves me. My social media handle is IamLeneJavette, not .com. And my website is my name, which is LeneJavette.com.
Oh, did I say I'm LeneJavette.com?
Yes, you did, but it's okay. Hey, as long as they find I am Javette, they're gonna find me.
Well, I'm sorry. I mess up. I'll be messing up. Well, there you go. It's right there on the screen. So follow Lene on social media. Okay, so here is the next pitch. Let me see if I can pull this sucker up on my screen and not mess it up. Okay, I got my brother over here, and we're going to share the screen and hit the thumbs up button while I do that. Please hit the thumbs up button. So let me see if I can find this video.
Are your glasses still broke?
You know what? I broke my glasses and I'm wearing my old ones. And the stupid thing about my glasses is that my other ones, I could see close and see far away. These glasses make me farsighted. So I can see everything that's far away, stuff that's close. I have to take my glasses off. Is that tell me that's not the like weird, the like most old manish thing that I've done like in 1,000 years. So I'm Grandpa Boyce right now because I have to take my glasses off to be able to read on the screen. Oh, are you wearing glasses?
I just got glasses, but they're for when I drive at night. So when I drive at night, I have to wear glasses. But these are my new glasses that I wear at nighttime when I drive.
All right, Grandma Lene. Okay, Grandma Lene and Grandpa Boyce. All right, so so here we go. Let me share the screen here. See, you caused me to lose my focus here. Let me see. All right, so I'm sharing. And sharing is caring. I think this video should be starting once I hit it. Let me see if I can make this sucker play. Let's see here. Here we go.
If you already know Cardano, you know what is actually very hot right now in the scene, which is DeFi, decentralized finance. Now, decentralized finance is a revolutionary way that allows people to actually get access to the financial markets, lending and borrowing. And I have, joined a partner with my friends in the US and UK, DC, doing Cameron and also Tashoma, Vilini, and we are building Liqwid Protocol. Now, what is Liqwid Protocol going to do? Liqwid Protocol is actually a decentralized finance platform that will allow people, especially in marginalized parts of the world like Africa, to actually borrow and lend without actually, selling their souls, because the current scene is actually very terrible, where they charge really high fees, and it literally feels like you're selling your soul. Because so we want to disrupt that using Liqwid protocol, and we partner with App Inventive and Tweak, and also Predmark, actually, to make this a reality. If you'd like to know more about this, please check on the link below on our idea scale, and check out our website on liquidprotocol.com. Thank you.
All right, Lene.
So I don't know what they do. I was going to put that out there right away. I don't understand what they do. I didn't catch it. Either I didn't catch it, or I just don't, or it didn't come through clearly. And I think some of that is because there was a background noise. I don't know exactly where he was, but it looked like he was doing his pitch from someplace out. And so I really heard everything that was happening around him and behind him, and not him as well. I do know that he's doing something with him and his friends. I believe it has something to do with finances. The other thing I would say, here's the good thing. He seemed very confident. He seemed like he knew what he was talking about. And I think that if he would, it seemed like he was talking from the perspective of knowledge and passion, but maybe did not write his pitch out and then practice it to make sure that he spoke on everything that he wanted to speak about, if that makes sense. So it seemed like he was somewhere. Him and his friends were like, let's do an elevator pitch. They pulled the camera out and he just started talking, like without actually thinking about, make sure we hit this, make sure we cover this, make sure we hit this, make sure we cover this. That's what it looked like. That's what it appeared like. So the pro is confidence. That's the pro. I like the lower third. He said to check out the website, didn't really do a proper call to action by calling out the URL. And again, it's just really not sure what it is that they actually do, unless you caught it and I just didn't catch it.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of caught it a little bit. I think the main reason I caught it is because, I'm a finance guy, right? So I saw what they were talking about. I think what he's referring to is they were basically cutting out the middleman for parts of Africa where they charge really high fees in order for people to get access to capital. And that's a big market. There's a lot of opportunity there. And I went to their website. Liqwid protocol is spelled, instead of with a U, it's spelled with a W. And it looked like a great concept. It wasn't exactly an operational business from what I understood, but the idea, in theory, sounds great. And if they can execute it, I think it'll be excellent. And honestly, I'll say I cut a little bit of slack because sometimes, cross culturally, someone's in Africa and they give a pitch to us as Americans, it may not come across as clear as it would if we were all Americans. But I liked what he was trying to do. I wasn't necessarily moved by the pitch. I think there's some clarity that could have been that could have benefited the brother that was pitching. But I like the concept. But I think the hard part is, the people that are going to reach out, in the web. By the way, the website, the URL to that website is actually in the chat. And the people that are going to reach out might be other technical people who want to be involved with the project, but you're not going to really get any customers from that, right? Because you have to be real clear about how people can support you. There are people out here that want to help you. There are people out here that want to support your business. But if you don't tell them what to do exactly and precisely, they're not going to know. And then they're going to say, oh, I'm confused, so I'll just go do something else. So just be real clear on exactly what people can do to support you. Lene?
Yeah, and just, because you mentioned it, language difference, barriers, things of that nature. I think I thought his voice was clear. Like I understood what he was saying, but I couldn't hear what he was saying because of all the things that were happening. So just when you're doing your pitch, do it someplace where people can hear what you're saying, especially if you have something like a language barrier or if you have additional distractions, make sure you're someplace that's quiet, make sure that you're in an environment where you can do a pitch. That's it. Okay.
All right. Well, everybody, if in case you just came in, you're watching Life's a Pitch. This is our Black-owned business pitch competition where Black business owners from all over the world come in, and they send us 90-second pitches in order to allow us to play them for the audience, and we give them feedback, and the audience gives them feedback, and the audience is also encouraged to support these businesses and do a wealth mob on the business. So that means if you really like the business, maybe go to the website, go buy something from them. The website's in the chat. If you don't want to buy from the business, maybe you can give them feedback in the chat or something like that. Maybe you can also give them free advertising. Share the link to this video, share the link to their business. Those things matter. Those things make a big difference. That's one way you can support. It doesn't cost you any money. All you got to do is pay attention, right? So basically what we're going to do is we're going to support our businesses by giving them not just financial support and moral support and good advice, but we're also going to give them our attention. Our attention is a multi-trillion-dollar commodity. There are media outlets that invest billions of dollars every year to get the attention of Black people. So if you can give these Black-owned businesses your attention, then please say yes in the chat. Type the word attention, because attention has value. Literally, did you know, Lene, that they have actually monetized attention in the crypto space? Did you know that?
No, I know they monetize attention in social media, but I didn't realize you could do it in the crypto space too.
Yeah, there's a coin, and it's literally called the Basic Attention Token. I kid you not. And somehow they monetize attention. Like I'm telling you, white people monetize everything. And let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna see if it's sold on Coinbase. I can't find it here. I can't. I don't know how to search for cryptos on this thing. But anyway, yeah. And by the way, if you're not following the crypto market, y'all need to go pay attention to that, because the crypto market has been insane. All right, here we go. Here, I found it. The Basic Attention Token, and this token, this coin, has been, let's see, I'm trying to see, of the last year, it hasn't really done so well in terms of growth, but the market cap of the Basic Attention Token is $325 million. So the total market value, so whoever created this coin based on literally on attention, has like increased their worth by hundreds of millions of dollars. So anyway, there you go. So attention has value. Let's keep that in the community. So when you're paying attention to Black people and paying attention to Black-owned businesses, you are literally adding to Black wealth. I know that sounds crazy, but it's absolutely true. Now, by the way, guys, if you, I don't know if you guys know, the Black Wealth Calendar is out now. Lene did a great job on putting that together. If you guys want to go take a look at that, it has wealth principles that you can put on your refrigerator. You can go to blackwealthcalendar.com if you'd like to take a look right now. The URL is right there on the screen. Okay, so Lene, are you ready to see the next picture?
I am, but let me just say this before we go to the next picture. Nyan Beauty and both of them are Nyan Beauty. Okay, Nyan Beauty and Nyan Pharmacy. I see your message that says, I sent you my pitch on Instagram. No, sweetie. And this is for anybody and everybody. I just want to make sure that you guys are very clear. Please make sure you go to www.allblackeconomics.com. Again, that's www.allblackeconomics.com. Join that email list. When you join that email list, you are going to receive an email that will ask for submissions to the Life's a Pitch platform. When you get that email and you click that link, it will take you to the submission form. That's how you submit to be on the show. Okay. And we have to have you do it that way because we have a team that goes through and looks at the submissions, make sure all your information is there, contacts you to let you know what night you're going to be on. You have to do it that way. If you can imagine, Dr. Boyce's Instagram is probably inundated. You're going to get lost in there. My Instagram, my Facebook inbox is crazy. If you send it to me that way, I won't see it. I'm getting people going to my website and sending it through my contact. Don't do it that way. Please, please, please do it through the submission form. Go to www.allblackeconomics.com, join the email list, and you will get a request. You will get an email that's going to say, hey, if you would like to be on the show, this is what you do. All right.
Yeah. And one thing people should know is that we don't ask for pitches all the time. So when you join the email list, you won't get an email asking for your pitch right away. You'll be on the list. You'll get free stuff from the Black Business School, and you'll be in the ecosystem. And what we do is we go to that ecosystem to find our pitchers. We don't really ask for submissions from people that are not in the system because we're building an economy here. So the people that are in the system, this is our thank you to you. to basically say, look, we want to support your business, so we'll use our platform to allow you to advertise your business on this space. But you got to do it. You got to do it to the best of your ability. And then the other thing too is, because we get so many pitches, we have to go through the ones we have and eliminate some, because some people just don't turn in the right. They break a rule. Maybe it's too long or something like that. It has to be 90 seconds. So there are rules. Make sure you follow the specific rules. They're not too many. It's maybe like 2 or 3, but make sure you follow the rules. And we go through all those. And then when we run low on submissions, that's when we send out another email and say, okay, we could take in some more pitches, and we'll take another 40, 50 or whatever the case may be, and go through those. We do 3 per week. Okay. So that's how you can submit. The URL is allblackeconomics.com. That gets you in the ecosystem. And then when we're looking for pitches, we'll send out an email. Okay. All right. So Lene, are you ready for the next pitch?
Yes, sir.
All right. So here we go. All right. So everybody, as I pull up the next pitch, please hit the thumbs up button. And also, if you're on YouTube, please make sure you hit a notification bell so you'll be notified when we go live. That's very important, especially on Financial Juneteenth TV. We give you a lot of great financial feedback and information and everything else. So it'll be worth your while. All right. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to now see if I can play this without messing it up. So here we go now.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Green. Company name is Black. Basis loaded, authentic clothing and caps with a K. We specialize in licensed apparel for Negro League Baseball, Buffalo Soldiers, and Tuskegee Airmen. We're twofold. Our primary focus is on making sure, especially in this day and time, that the rich history that we represent and the people that came before us, that their accomplishments are never forgotten. Right now, a lot of people are not traveling, so we want to make sure that money is still being donated back to the organizations and the museums so that they can stay open. So with our apparel being licensed, money does go back to support them. We also want to make sure that people have an idea of what they're wearing when they buy. They don't just buy for fashion. Like I have on the Jackie Robinson Kansas City Monarchs jersey. A lot of people didn't know he played for the Monarchs or that he was a member of the 761st Tank Battalion when he was in the military. So we strive to educate so you can look good and know some stuff. Contact information. I'm not super tech savvy, but I know how to print. So you can reach us online, blackbe4u.com or negroleague1920.com. Facebook, blackbe4u.com. Instagram and Twitter, negroleague1920.com. We look forward to the opportunity to continue to serve the community and keep our history alive. Thank you so much.
All right, Lene.
Oh, she's a cutie. I liked her. Okay, so I did like her. Let's start with this. I thought she was a cutie. I liked her. Love the concept. Love the concept of the business. Love that she wore the apparel. I'm big on product placement. If you're going to tell me about your business, I want to see your merchandise. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you wearing it. So I thought that all that was good. I thought her pitch was good too. She tied it all together. Told you I was important. My little itty bitty is the camera. You know what I'm saying? Since we are doing the elevator pitches via camera, make sure you have your camera horizontally. Don't do it vertically. Do it horizontally so we can get both of your shoulders in. That's a tweak. That doesn't have anything to do with her pitch. More so with presentation. And then the only I would like to see just a little teeny tiny bit more energy. It was just a little bit flat, but because she knew what she was talking about and she had good commentary, it carried it. But if she would have had just a little bit more energy towards the end, you kind of got to see, not energy, personality. Towards the end, you kind of got to see her personality a little bit. She smiled. She got a little bit more upbeat. If she would have had a little bit of more of that all the way through, I would have liked to see that. And then even though you're not tech savvy, love, all you have to do is say the names of your business. And I might recommend having one domain. You don't want to have 2 domains unless you have 2 different businesses. But if you have one business, try to have one domain. So you only have to give one out. And if you do have to, have one forward to the other so that you still only have to give out one domain. But that's it. I thought it was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think the words "I thought it was good" are perfect for this pitch. I felt like she nailed it. She did a great job. The one thing that kind of got me a little bit was I was thinking, gosh, I wish she had spoken a little louder. You know, it sounded like she was kind of talking like she was in church a little bit, kind of whispering. That made it hard to follow a little bit. But beyond that, though, I could point out the things that I loved. First of all, I loved her outfit. She was wearing her brand and wearing her message, and like that's the thing. People should remember that your communication is, probably 85% nonverbal, right? So what you wear, what you have in the background or whatever, or even, I don't know, I'm wearing this shirt that says melanated, right? So, I'm Black and I have a strong Black identity, right? And that's not an accident. So sometimes you can communicate more by what you are wearing or what's behind you or the environment than you can actually communicate with your words. So I like the way she had on, it was wearing her brand. It said to me that she's pro-Black. I like that. Professional. She's very professional. She seemed like somebody that if I gave her my money, she would make sure that I was a happy customer. And I like that a lot. Also, when you're talking about making a pitch and making a persuasive pitch, telling people why you're doing something is really important too. Sometimes the why is more important than the what. So the fact that she's speaking about preserving our heritage and our legacy and things like that, I really like that a lot. And now at the end, I like the fact she pulled up the sign to give the visual of all her contact information, but I felt like it was a little too much information, right? So, and a lot of us do that. I mean, a lot of us could be guilty of that, but I think maybe one or two big things that you just kind of share a lot all the time, would be good. Or maybe on that page, having 2 pieces of information, follow me here with this, follow me here with that. Right. And then that's it. And then everything else, maybe people can get that later. But outside of that, though, I thought it was a good pitch. I'll go ahead. In fact, I'll probably go ahead and say, even though the brothers outnumber the sisters, I think the sister might have won. What do you think, Lene?
I'm going to go ahead and agree with you. I think the sister definitely showed up. I'm on her website right now. Black means bases loaded, authentic clothing and caps. And the stuff that's on the site is dope. So, I mean, I think she was in my opinion, my humble opinion, was the winner tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and and normally I put something on Twitter and we do a little vote and stuff like that. But I think tonight, we can go ahead and say that she's the winner. I don't know. What do you guys think? Who do you think? Do you think that I'm wrong or you think we're right? What do you guys think? Yeah, I really like what she did. I thought she did a great job, and everybody that came out here and had the bravery to send in their pictures. I admire you for that. I think it takes a lot of courage to do that. It's okay to do it wrong. That's how you get better. And actually, that's why, for example, at blackwealthconfessions.com, I actually started telling you guys, submit your confessions to me, and we can work through that, because I think a lot of times we get scared and insecure because we make mistakes. And the thing is, I don't want you to feel like your mistakes define you. Your mistakes don't define you. It's a learning process. We're learning how to run businesses. We're learning how to break generational curses. We're learning how to do things different. So by the way, there's the URL, Black Wealth Confessions. It's kind of a cool concept, Lene. I don't know if I told you about it, but basically I invite people to anonymously submit their Black wealth confession. Like, tell me about something really stupid that you did, or a stupid situation that you're in, or whatever, and submit it anonymously. And what I do is, first of all, it's like I don't know, I'm kind of like a financial priest, right? So first I forgive you, right? And then after we forgive each other and forgive ourselves, we talk about what's there so other people can kind of learn from your mistake. Because sometimes we're so ashamed of our mistakes, we don't tell anybody, and then other people make the same mistake. So I thought that would be a great way to kind of talk about, Black wealth principles. So it's been fun. I do a lot of those on financialjuneteenth.tv.com. So feel free to check that out. Lene, any other thoughts?
No, I think tonight was really good. And usually I do say this, but you said it for me tonight, which is basically that. And because I see Eddie's thing, we don't put Black people against Black people, not in any way, shape, fashion, or form. We do this from a spirit of love and to be constructive criticism, to help people to do better in their pitch, to help people have better opportunities to get their business in front of other people that may need to know about it, to learn about it. And usually I say this, it takes a lot of confidence to put your business on a show to be critiqued. You know what I'm saying? So a shout out to everybody who has a business, who feels comfortable enough and is open enough and is willing to have their business be critiqued, right? And it's one of the reasons why I hope that people feel like we do it with love. We don't just poke holes in people's business and say, you did it wrong and this is crap. We don't do that. We say, here's some ways that you could do it better. Here are some places where we might have missed the mark. Here are some places where if you did this, more people will be able to relate to it. That's what we want. We want Black businesses to get more business, to be better at business. And so that's why we do this. It's not to put one against the other. However, when you have three businesses and this is a contest show, we got to know there has to be a clear, this is the person who took the prize versus these two did not. Not to say that these people are losers in any way. It's just to say that they still need to work on some different areas in their business.
Yeah, I didn't grow up in, I don't know about y'all, but I didn't grow up in the generation where everybody got a trophy. In the 90s, I think they started doing that in the 90s. They started giving everybody a trophy, including the kid who didn't put in any work or any practice and wasn't ready and got last place. Well, that ain't how life works. That is not how life works, and if you're looking for somebody that has that kind of a message, then you're in the wrong place. We believe in competing. We believe Black people can compete with the best in the world, but competition requires you to go through the challenge of getting better. If you're not willing to do that, to go through that challenge, then you're not going to get better. You're not going to win. So, and nobody's going to give you the win. So I want to let everybody know, first of all, thank you for joining us tonight for week 6. Was it week 6 or week 5, Lynette?
I think it's week 6. If you start putting the weeks on it, I'm not sure.
Okay, let's say week 6 of Life's a Pitch, and this is where Black-owned businesses pitch their business for 90 seconds, and we run the pitch in front of an audience. You can follow Lene on all social media platforms at I am Lene Javette. Text the word voice to 31996 to get text alerts when we go live. Also, don't forget the Black Wealth calendar's out if you want to go take a look at that. Put Black Wealth principles on your refrigerator. That's a really cool thing to do. And also, those of you who have an interest in the stock market and want to actually get your kids ready when it comes to stock investing and your family ready, we actually have something at the blackfamilypack.com, which is kind of a lifetime membership where you get a bunch of resources that show you stock market investing in particular. So we focus on the 3 pillars of wealth in the Black Business School: stock market investing, real estate investing, and business ownership. And we focus on Black-owned businesses and Black-owned everything. And we want Black people to own the earth. And I believe that we will inherit the earth, but we got to actually make the moves right now that are going to put us in a better position later. So if you agree, type yes in the chat. And thank you guys for hanging out. And Lene, thank you once again. We will see you guys soon. So take care. Are you okay? Looks like you're fighting to.
Yes, my puppy got free and he's playing with my light.
Oh, I was like, did you kill the mosquito? Did you kill the cat? Like what's going on over there? All right.
He got free and my light is doing like this. I'm like, oh my God, my light's gonna fall. Look again. He just came to me. So sorry.
Oh, no. Okay, well, let's bounce out of here. Let Lene go chase the puppy. You guys have a good night and thank you for checking us out. And we'll see you again next week. So have a good night. See you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.